Alright, YouTube, Madam Roy back once again with part 2 of this Harmony remote video review, the Harmony 550 Advanced Remote Control. Now, to my surprise, even this older remote, there is a Windows 7 64-bit software version available. So I downloaded it. I'm going to go ahead and open it up real quick and see if it'll work with this computer. Windows Live Essentials is actually doing an update at the same time. Alright, let's bring that over here. Hit OK. Okay, I guess it has to stay over there. Here's the Harmony remote setup. We'll go ahead and click next. Yes, I agree. I understand I have to. Now it's asking me to connect the remote up, so that's what I'm going to do. Need both hands to do that. As you can see, it's got the little USB connection in the back right here. Go ahead and connect the remote up, and we'll see what happens. See what it says. You will configure the remote control using the computer connected to the internet. This will allow you to set up and download specific settings for your remote control. Your settings will be saved so that you can come back anytime and make changes in the future. Well, that's convenient. It's not doing anything at the moment. We'll give it just a minute. Okay, so it looks like the software has installed. Yep, there we go. Has been successfully installed. So we'll go ahead and click next. Actually, this says finish. There we go. And let's see if she comes up. Really curious to see how this actually works. I've never actually configured any kind of universal remote control with a computer. And it looks like it doesn't give you an option to do it on the remote itself. I tried accessing some of the other basic functions. Nothing will work until you configure it by the computer. Let's see, the remote control software should check for updates. Yes, I do want to check for updates. So I can almost guarantee there's probably been 4 or 5 firmware revisions since this was produced in 2006. Let's see. Okay. Alright, looks like I have to create an account, so let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be back once I'm actually logged in. Okay, now that I entered all my personal information, and now it wants to check the connection from the remote to the computer. So I'll go ahead and click next. Let's see, communicating with your Harmony remote. It looks like it has. It's downloading the updates. Like I said, I'm sure this has quite a few firmware updates since this was produced back in 2006. Programming the remote now. Well, that's a good sign. The remote flickered and the computer made some noise, so it's obviously doing something. Rebooting the remote. Alright, completed successfully. Thank you for purchasing a Harmony remote. As new Harmony customer, you have access to 0 days of technical support. Yeah, with as old as this remote is, I'm not surprised I don't have any days remaining. Oh, here we go. Add devices. So let's go ahead and try one of those real quick. Mine is a television, a TV. We'll see if mine's in here. My manufacturer on mine's a Westinghouse. Let's see if it's actually in there. There we go, Westinghouse. Looks like it has an example here. I'm going to have to go and see exactly. I don't even remember exactly what model this TV is. Let's see, this is a W3213HD. So W3213 HD. Let's see if that works. We'll add another device here. Add a second device. Let's do the let's see. Let's do the laser disc. Okay, that's under DVD. Laser disc. Select the manufacturer. That would be Pioneer, and that's model DVL909, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to make you guys watch every one of these, but I'm going to go ahead and program most of these devices in, and then I'll be back and we'll give the remote a try. Alright, I'm back. And I've programmed pretty much everything I want in right now. These are all my devices. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 devices. And I'm not sure of a few of them. The one is the Sony SL3030 is actually a Betamax, but you can only put in as a VCR. So we're going to click next, and I'm going to see if it knows these. Okay, it looks like everything is going to program okay. That's the list. It's just kind of a review page of everything. So we'll go ahead and click next again. Setting up your Motorola digital set-top box. Well, since this actually turns off automatically, I'm going to put I want to leave this device on at all times because I don't want the remote to interfere with that function of the box. So we'll click next. Model number. Okay, now it's asking me to review it one last time to make sure all these model numbers are right. And I have reviewed them, so I'm just going to click done here. Select activities you want to set up. Okay. Let's see, I want to be able to watch TV, yes. I want to watch a movie, listen to a tape, listen to CDs, and then, of course, yeah, listen to the radio. So we'll click next. Which device do you want to change channels? That will be the Motorola set-top box. To watch TV, which device do you use to control the volume? That would be the TV. What input or channel does your Westinghouse TV need to be on? It needs to be on HDMI. And let's see, review the activities settings. Yes, those are correct. Okay, now I'm going to go through each of these. Alright, now that everything is set up, I'm going to go ahead and hit done. Connect the Harmony remote to the cable provided, which I have done. This is where I think it's going to do the firmware update, so we'll go ahead and click next. There we go. It's communicating with the remote. Alright, it should be downloading all the information now. Right now what it's doing is just taking everything that I've just told the computer that I have and how I have it set up and it's inputting that into the remote control. Like I said, it's going to take a little bit because this remote has never been used before. And another cool thing about this, and I just noticed this throughout the whole thing, it's giving me these little tips. Like if this one says, if you have problems with your connection, consider disabling any antivirus or firewall software as it can interfere with your connection. That's a very good point, because I've run into that as a computer tech. I've run into that many problems where somebody's running a device-specific software like this Logitech Harmony, and they could not get it to work for whatever reason, and that probably more times than not is the main culprit as to why a piece of software will not run properly. I remember back when I was at Best Buy, Kaspersky antivirus was one of the worst culprits for that. It would block everything. Alright, here we go. Now it's time to test the remote setup. Disconnect the remote from the USB cable. Follow the instructions displayed on the remote. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Let's see what we got here. Welcome to your remote. So focus. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's go into, I think it's activities. So I want to watch TV. I'm going to push that button. Oh, what do you know? Now, I told it not to turn that box on, so what we're going to do, let's see. Going to have to go to devices. I may change that later. Let's see if I can go to the devices. Here we go. Watch TV. I'm going to go back to devices here. It should have turned that box on. I'm going to have to see why not. I think I may have messed that setting up. So for right now, I'll just turn this on manually. I'll turn this down real quick.
Liars will always be liars, and that's the way it's going to stay.
Okay. I don't want the copyright police getting on my case. But now, if I go ahead and try to turn the channel, there you go. It's definitely working. It's turning the channel. So I would call that a success. So let's go ahead and power this off. Alright. So next thing I want to try is to listen to a... So if I go back to the activities, say I want to listen to a CD. I'm going to click this. Alright. And sure enough, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but it has in fact turned on my stereo, or it would have if I didn't already have it on, and turned the CD player on. So now I should just be able to hit play, and there you go. It's playing a CD. And if I hit next, it's definitely changing the track. And then if I want to turn everything off, turn that off, and turn the CD player off. So I'm going to call this a success. Now there are a few adjustments I'm going to have to make, but all in all, I'm pretty happy with this remote. This may actually replace the one I've been using, which is this Radio Shack branded 8-in-1 LCD remote. This is really nice too. I mean, this had a nice display on it, but it's getting worn out. The buttons are kind of flaky sometimes, and you can see the back, the coating's all worn off on it. Alright, so this was an in-depth review and a setup of the Logitech Harmony 550 remote. Before I go, I'm just going to go over the buttons on this real quick. Right down here we have the sound and the picture, and these are programmable depending on what device you're controlling. Your actual number and letter buttons, mute and the previous channel. Here you have volume up and down, channel up and down, glow, which I guess turns that on, and it makes the pad down there glow. That's actually pretty cool. I'm sure that'll be really handy at night. These are your arrow keys and the OK button. More arrow keys here for different functions. Got exit, menu, guide and info. This is all your play, stop, and pause buttons, all your stuff for your CD or DVD players. Arrows to scroll through the different menus here. And these are the quick access buttons right here. Devices and help. See, if you click devices, then you can actually control it directly. Like if I want to turn the TV on here, you see it says TV, I can just click that and it should turn the TV on. Nope, hang on a second. Have to look more into that. I was going to assume that is how it would work, but I guess not. Let's see, click devices. If I click TV, maybe I can push the power button now. Okay. TV. I'll have to look into that more, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about this, as I learn more, I will definitely answer them. Just post them up in the comments. But until next time, have a blessed day, everybody.